Okay guys, we have 2 runs moments later. Set my hook kind of weird. What's going on, Canaleros 956? Today we're going to be doing a special episode for y'all, something a little different, but it is going to be a catch, clean, cook episode. This is an episode that you do not want to miss out on. We're going to be trying to catch an alligator gar and trying to land the fish using some of the best gear out there for alligator gar fishing, LCD 956 gear, some fresh carp. We're going to cast out these baits. We're going to try to get that alligator gar, and then we're going to do a clean. And after that, it's going to be a cooking episode. So stay tuned. I'm not going to ruin the surprise. All you need to know that it's going to be one heck of a recipe, something that you would probably never imagine, the first of its kind ever done for YouTube. Stay tuned. Just watch this video, everybody. Alright, I'm gonna say something. Okay guys, we have 2 runs moments later. We just don't know which one's going to land us our gar that's gonna turn into gourmet later, right? So for the first run we had was with the lucky rod. This one right here is our lucky rod. For the ones that know, you know why it's called the lucky rod. And for the ones that don't, basically this rod is probably the most luckiest rod that I own, so that's why it lives up to its name. Oh, it's getting stuck. This one's been running for a while, so I don't know if I should set the hook already. I'm gonna have to set the hook like this way because I don't have much room to set it high. I don't know if I'm gonna set my hook already. I might just set my hook. It's been coming back and forth for a while until it finally got a steady run outward. See what we can do, everyone. Screw it. Let's do it. I'm gonna have to set my hook kind of weird. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Don't let go. Don't let go, please. Please don't let go. Or please don't go. He's coming. He has no chance against the lucky rod, against the LCD 956 liters, against Mr. Canalero 956 himself. He's coming. Oh yeah. See what this bad boy's got. Oh, he's heavy, bro. He's heavy. Oh yeah. Trying to go under the boat. Oh, look at that rod. Oh, damn. Woo! I like putting these rods to the test because these are the rods I put on my client's hands. So I want to make sure I can build them the best rods on the market for this type of fishing. For all types of fishing, as a matter of fact. Going under the boat. There she goes. Damn, that's a beautiful fish. Look at that. He's going with us, so I'm not worried about injuring him or her. Let's go, everyone. Woo! First mission accomplished. Now we're gonna try to do a nice cleaning video for you all. And remember, I'm trying to cook something extra special for you all. Look at that beautiful fish. Yeah, let's go ahead and land this fish. Y'all are gonna see me land this fish. Is that one running again? Oh, that one's running. And he got this hook.
He's chomping, bro.
No, he got this hook. I got it. Look at this, guys. Guys, I got one gar on my rod. We got another run over here. Look at that. Doesn't get better than this out here. Let me get this gar real quick. See if I still got it. This is gar action, baby. This is what we do, guys. This is what I specialize on right here. I can't get this damn gaff off. There we go. That's the way she goes, Ricky. Sometimes she goes and sometimes she don't, baby. That's the catch part. We're gonna do the clean part. We're gonna do the cook part. All right, everyone, we're wrapping everything up because we're gonna go clean this alligator gar for you all. But just before we head back into the camp, I'm gonna bleed out the fish so it can provide us with some of the best, richest white alligator gar fillets anybody can harvest. So we're gonna go ahead and bleed him out real quick. He's still alive. He's very well alive. I'm just gonna flip him a little bit and see if I can do it. There we go. So what I do is I flip him like this, put him on my boat. I'll cut the throat and you're gonna see where he's just gonna bleed out. There it is. Look at all that blood. We're gonna bleed him out for about 10 to 20 minutes and we're gonna hit him. But look at the blood. Look what happens right there where I cut the throat. So that is how you bleed out the fish. So what happens, all that blood comes out of the body. It's not going to be in the way of you when it's cleaning. And then when the fillets come out, they're going to be nice and white. So stay tuned and follow us back to the camp. We're ready, everyone. We're ready to skin this awesome alligator gar. For the ones that haven't seen me skin an alligator gar, I hope you find this very entertaining because it's actually a freaking awesome thing to do. So let's go ahead and start over here by the tail area. I'm gonna pinch this tail area. There's a soft spot in between these fins where you can just slice through, and that's gonna be your starting point. And these animals have some hard shells, so you have to remove this top layer of hard shell off before you start using your sharp blades to de-shell the fish. So I'm gonna start here with a cleaver. I love using a cleaver. People use different things to clean alligator gars. I've heard it all, everyone. So I'm sure if there's any suggestions or recommendations, I've heard it all because I've put out tons of these videos and I've seen different ways of people doing it. So I start right here at the tail and I work my way up So I want to make a nice little, like a 1.5 inch even cut all the way up. Sometimes I can widen it up as I go up. So I'll just start right here and then I'll just continue to right there behind the skull, or the top of the skull. That's it. You're left with this right here. Your cleaver can come away from you now. So now we're going to deshell the alligator guard meat. The way I like to start from the bottom up. It's open. You're gonna have to open this shell, separating the shell up here. You got to separate it from the skull, the head. So what I like to do is I'll cut in between your scales. You have a soft spot. So this is your scales. Look, for example, this is a soft spot. But if you're gonna do this, you got to make sure it's open up here where your scale line ends. You want to make sure it's open. You can go down like this, all the way down. It's a soft spot, so you're not gonna ruin your knife if you know what you're doing. You're not gonna, obviously if it's not cutting, you're probably cutting on the scale, and that scale you're not gonna cut with a fillet knife. So check that out. You see how I butterflied it open? That's it, you see? We're gonna do the same thing to the other side, guys. Separate the loin completely. And look at that beautiful presentation right there. Look at that beautiful presentation. Remember, what you do to one side, you do to the next. So let's go ahead and do the other side. Leave this part out. This part right here is your belly meat. Your belly meat, believe it or not, it's some top quality meat that people have no clue about, but I'm going to educate you all, for the ones that don't know, or the ones that didn't know, or the ones that just kind of know but don't know a way to take it off and remove it. So we're gonna come down here, we're gonna scrape the skin all the way through from the bottom, because it's gonna meet to the other side where I'm at over here, and just scrape it. Boom, boom, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. So now we're going to take off this whole strip of belly meat. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here towards that neck area. We're gonna keep separating a little bit, as you can see right there. Oh, I see my leader. Look at this. That's the leader that we use to catch this alligator gar. As you all know, it's an LCD 956 leader. Without it, I wouldn't have done it. All right. Not that I couldn't, but I wouldn't. So now you're gonna see this rib right here, this rib meat. It kind of comes flat here, and you're gonna wanna remove it like this, work your way down. So separating that belly meat from the rib meat all the way down to the poop hole, basically. This is the belly meat. I'm gonna show y'all how to clean it up, because right here you have a silver skin. It's like a stretchy part that you kind of see like on your skirt steaks and all that. You have to remove this silver skin from your actual fillet. But these fillets, I think these fillets can be better than your main loin. Trust me, they probably are. Super tender meat right here. So we're done with the fish. We're gonna throw the fish back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off the table, and I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna clean up the belly meat and all that good stuff, guys. I'm gonna dip this meat in water, and when I clean it up, clean up the table and all that, I'm gonna show you all the finished process. So this is gonna be the final step. We're gonna remove that silver skin from that belly meat, and you're gonna see those nice, beautiful nuggets that I would rather eat than this part. Don't get me wrong, it's all delicious, but this holds a special spot in my heart because it's a little bit of a rewarding bite at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and extend my 7-inch Cutco knife to 9 inches, and then we're going to just simply fillet as if you were trying to clean off anything else, right? So I'm gonna I can start from here. I'm gonna start from here. You're gonna cut down, not all the way, because obviously you're gonna cut all the way through that silver skin. Once you get to that silver skin, you're gonna lay your knife flat. What I like to do is I like to get this skin down here, and like to use it to kind of pull and leverage that blade through the fillet. Let's see if I can do it right here. Well, I did that one part pretty good, so I wanted to do it all in one, but it's going to be a little hard. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. We're going to remove the bottom piece of the belly meat. We're going to put it right here. It's easier if you separate both belly meats and do one at a time, but I was trying to do both, but it's okay. And there it is. So this is your silver skin. That's what we're removing. Look at that. Got a little bit of silver skin here, nothing that you cannot take off. There we go. Look at that. All right, now we're gonna work on the main loin. You see all this redness stuff? That's what we're gonna trim off. This is premium meat. This is premium meat. If I was to sell this meat, I would have to upcharge a little bit more than what I usually do at my store. You don't have to go all out, but whatever you want. There we go. That's good enough, guys. This little strip right here is nothing. But at the end of the day, look. Now we're just gonna rinse it off, and it's gonna be a lot wider, a lot cleaner. What you do to one side, you do to the next. That's it, everybody. We're gonna clean off these fillets of this alligator gar, and then we're gonna cook it a special way. So do not stop watching this video. Stay tuned. Let's do some damn cooking, everybody. Bam! All right, everyone, the moment that y'all have been waiting for. This is close to the end of the video, but the most exciting part of the video, because we're gonna be doing the cooking part. We're gonna be making alligator gar boudin balls with pepper jack cheese. Yes, you heard it right. Alligator gar boudin balls with pepper jack cheese. We're gonna be using that belly meat that I showed you all, so y'all can see. This is what I prefer for this type of dish. Why? Because, man, this is very delicious, and I think it's gonna make everything just perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this into small dice, and then I'm gonna cook it on the oil with in olive oil with the Holy Trinity, which is celery, bell pepper, and onion. We're gonna cook it up real nice, put some Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning, and after that, we're gonna mix it up with this boudin. This boudin is not cooked yet. It's prepared, but it's not cooked. I'm gonna take it off of the case. I'm gonna take the inside out of the casing. We're gonna mix it in with our Holy Trinity alligator gar mixture, and then we're gonna roll it up in balls, put that pepper jack cheese also in there, and we're gonna fry it up. So I'll show you. I'm gonna cut this in small dice, and then we're gonna continue on to the next process. So this is it. Now we're gonna go ahead and kind of cook our vegetables first, our Holy Trinity. We're gonna cook it. As soon as it gets a little bit light brown, then we're gonna add in the fish. We're gonna add some Cajun seasoning. And then after that, we're gonna, once that is cooked, we're gonna mix it in with our boudin. Mix it in, mix it in. We're gonna cut up some pepper jack cheese in chunks, not thinly sliced, not shredded, in chunks, because we want that gooiness in there whenever it cooks. So that's gonna be the next step. Let's go ahead and start putting this in our oil over here, the Holy Trinity. And I'm just gonna brown it up a little bit. Once it's browned up a little bit, I'm gonna add the alligator gar meat. Okay, so our Holy Trinity is already ready for us to add in our alligator gar meat. This is our fine diced alligator gar meat, and that's gonna be cooked golden brown. And once that's cooked golden brown, we are going to mix it with that boudin, like I mentioned, and then we're gonna finish off the preparation before we put it in our hot oil. This is the way that it's supposed to be looking like. Look, this is your alligator gourmet with your Holy Trinity and with your Cajun seasoning. It's almost to a done. Once it's ready, I'm gonna mix it in with that boudin sausage, but I'm gonna let it cool down before I do all that, because this preparation that we're gonna do next, it's better if it's cold. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's finish up real quick and then you're gonna see the next step. All right, so I let it cool down for a little bit. It's still a little warm, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix in this boudin. You can make your own boudin and mix it in there, but we're trying to be a little convenient right now. And this one, you cannot go wrong. Any type of boudin links that are already ready, you can use, because it already has the rice, it already has the special boudin mix in there, the seasoning, everything. So I took it out of the casing, and basically you want to put it in with your alligator gar Holy Trinity mix. Now, I don't know exactly how much of each stuff I'm putting, but what I do know is you probably want a little bit more boudin than alligator gar meat, because the boudin is what has most of the rice in it and stuff like that. And this is gonna make a lot of boudin balls. So yeah, we're gonna mix it all in there. I'm probably gonna mix in all 4 links, and then I'm gonna let it cool in the fridge for a couple of hours. We're gonna go do some things real quick. So by the time we're done, we'll probably be ready to finalize the boudin balls, so you can see what the final result looks like. This is so delicious. I've never seen anybody do this on YouTube, and this is an idea that I had a while back, and I did do it. I just didn't post it. I didn't say anything. I said I'm gonna make the video, and when I do, y'all are gonna love it. All right, everybody, so stay tuned for the next part. All right, so this is our boudin mix with our alligator gar meat right here. So we're gonna add this pepper jack cheese. This is something that you do not want to leave out. You don't want to leave out the pepper jack cheese. I don't know if I cut enough. At this point, I don't even know if it's too big of a cubes, but I want it in a cube so it can really goo once you take that bite of that boudin ball. I really want chunks of cheese in there, you know. So we're gonna mix it real good, and then we're gonna form our boudin balls. Boudin. So everything's incorporated. Your boudin, your alligator gar meat that was cooked with the Holy Trinity. You got that pepper jack cheese. I'm talking Cajun now. Coolness. So this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna form our boudin balls. You can form them in any shape you want, or not any shape, I'm sorry. As big or small as you want. Just want to make sure the cheese is in there good. All right. So you're gonna get your boudin. You're gonna form it in a ball, just like that. Let's do them a little bigger, like the ones in Lafayette, Louisiana. See? Perfect. We're gonna do this, and then we are going to roll it in flour. Once you roll it in flour, you're gonna roll it in an egg wash. And once you roll it in an egg wash, you're gonna come back and roll it in breadcrumbs. I was gonna use panko, but I found some breadcrumbs, and we're gonna go ahead and just use breadcrumbs. And once it's all nice and coated, this is the way it's supposed to look. Put it on the plate. We're gonna do the rest of them, and then we are going to fry them up, baby, so we can enjoy. All right, so this is how they ended up coming out with the breadcrumbs and everything. We're almost ready, guys. We're almost done. We're gonna drop them in oil. I'm gonna let them fry up like that without even moving them, maybe for like 3 minutes, and then I'll kind of move them to rotate them to the other side so they can cook evenly. We're gonna cook them until they're golden brown. We don't want it too dark. And then once they're golden brown, they're gonna be ready to enjoy. So we're almost ready, everyone. We're almost ready. Woo! Finally, the day is over. The video is about to end. But this is the best part. We did it for YouTube. Hopefully this is the first video of its kind. And hopefully you all get to try this and do it for yourselves. This is alligator gar boudin balls with pepper jack cheese. Los Canaleros in 956 style, baby. Let's go ahead and have us a little feast and a taste test for all of our peoples out there on YouTube. This is the end result of the boudin balls. We're gonna go ahead and crack it open. Look at that. Look at that pepper jack cheese. Gushing. Stringing. Woo. That is freaking amazing. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're gonna try a little bit of some ghost pepper hot sauce from Buc-ee's. One more thing. We're gonna try a little bit of ranch. Oh yeah. Alligator gar boudin balls. I really want you all to go home and try this for yourselves. I'm sure you can use any other fish, but we are Los Canaleros 956. Alligator gar is what we specialize on. But you know what? Stay tuned because we have a lot of crazy ideas to show y'all of what you can do with alligator gar.